guys, so today I'm here to do a highly requested video, and that video is obviously a makeup starter kit, a drugstore makeup starter kit. This is obviously something that a lot of you need help with. A lot of y'all are new with makeup and y'all are going to the drugstore and y'all don't know what to get, so I'm just going to show you some of the things that I started off with, or some of the things that I found very beneficial when I started off with makeup. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about are my Beige Cosmetics palettes. These are definitely the first things that I started off with when I started doing makeup. This 88 matte palette was actually the first thing that I bought, like when I started YouTube and when I started doing makeup. And as you can tell, I put a dent in these, and I practice with these like every day, every night, any chance I got. And I feel that this is going to be very useful, especially if you're starting off with makeup. You know, you kind of want a wide range of colors because you're trying to figure out what you like, what you don't like, you know, how to blend. And with all of these colors, you'll never hit pan on all of these. And as you can see, I've had this for about 2 years and I've hit pan on a few, and I use this faithfully. I still use it to this day. So another palette from BH Cosmetics that you might want to consider getting is a 28 neutral palette. Again, it has all of the neutral colors that you may need for work or school or whatever it may be. I think I may prefer the other one, the 88 matte palette, over this one, just because the 88 matte does have some neutral colors in it, so you can create a neutral eye with that. A lot of you have been watching my videos for a while. Before I apply my eyeshadows, you know, I always put a primer, a base, something like that down to keep my eyeshadows in place. Now, I do not have a good primer that is from the drugstore. I actually don't have one at all from the drugstore, but I know that F has one that is kind of like this. It's like in this kind of tube like this. This is just a concealer from LA Colors, and it has this kind of tip applicator. And the one at F, I want to say, is probably about $1. You could try using a concealer too. Some people don't like using concealers as primers to set their, not to set, what am I trying to say? They don't like using concealers as primers to make their eyeshadow stay on longer because they feel that it creases. But if you cannot get your hands on like the F primer, you can definitely try this LA Colors concealer. So we're still on eyes, and right now I want to talk about eyeliners. Two of my most favorite eyeliners from the drugstore is this Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner, and this probably runs about $7. And what I do like about this is that you can use this on both your top lash line and you can use it on your waterline. So basically with this one, you're kind of, you know, killing two birds with one stone, right? Two birds. Yeah, killing two birds with one stone, because you can use this on top and underneath, like on your waterline. And another one that I do like is the NYC Liquid Eyeline. This one can only be used on top. You don't really want to put a liquid down there because it's kind of burned. It's not going to look really good. But there this is. But if I had to choose one, I would definitely go with this because, again, you can wear this on top and bottom. But I just wanted to throw this one in there just in case, you know, you wanted to try a liquid liner. So now let's talk about mascara. There are a lot of mascaras out there. I'm just going to show you a few of the ones from the drugstore that I like. One of them is the Maybelline Falsie's Volume Express. I've actually been liking this one for a while now. It's probably about $6, I think, and I love Maybelline's mascaras. That's mostly all I use, but this is definitely one of my favorites. So now for eyebrows, I want to talk about this Wet n Wild Color Icon eyebrow pencil that I have been using. This is in the color 652 dark brown, and this is what I use currently to do my brows with, and I really love it. And it probably retails for about $1 or $2. So of course, when you fill your eyebrows in, you want a good concealer to sculpt your brows with so they'll look extra crisp and clean and neat. So I know a lot of you had questions about a good drugstore concealer for brows. One that I used to use whenever I get out of my Studio Finish concealer is I would use this Hard Candy palette concealer thingy. And it has about 6 different colors in it. And these are mainly the two right here that I used to use on my brows. And I think that this is going to be good, you know, if you don't have a concealer. So now that we've talked about everything that you're going to need for your eyes, let's talk about the face. I'm going to recommend you some face products that I like as far as primers, moisturizers, foundations, powders, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know the deal. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need a moisturizer. A moisturizer is very important. Even if you don't wear makeup, you need a good moisturizer. And the one that I really love is the Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer, and it's all free, so it's going to be good if you have oily skin, and it treats and helps prevent pimples, which is absolutely amazing. So you're also going to need a good face primer, and this is what you put on before you apply your foundation. This is going to kind of prep your face for applying the foundation. It's going to make everything smooth. It's going to kind of fill in any fine lines that you might have. And this one that I like using from the drugstore is the Revlon Beyond Natural. Okay, and it looks like that. And it probably is about $5, I want to say. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I got this, and it's lasted for a really long time, and I use this every day. So now that you finally prepped your face for foundation or whatever it is that you're going to use on your face, let's talk about the different things that you want to use as far as coverage. Okay, for a total beginner, like someone who isn't really used to blending and stuff like that, I would definitely recommend a tinted moisturizer, and this is by e.l.f. and it's about $3. The reason I recommend a tinted moisturizer is because it's going to be easier to blend, you know, and it's going to be light coverage. So if you are interested in a foundation, I've chosen two that I started off with and that I really love to this day. And the ones that I have are the Maybelline 24-Hour SuperStay, and it looks like that. And I want to say this is about $8. And another one that I have is the Revlon Colorstay. Okay, and let me tell you a little bit about each one of these foundations. So the 24-Hour SuperStay, it's going to last you for a long time. Now, I ain't telling you it's going to last you for 24 hours like they are, but it is going to last you for a long time throughout the day. So if you're looking for something that's, you know, going to last throughout the day, I definitely do recommend this. Now, you might have some problems finding a color in your shade because this obviously isn't my color, so I have to mix it with another foundation. So you can buy two and mix it if you would like. The other one that I was telling you guys about is the Revlon Colorstay. And the reason I really like this is, one, because it gives you a flawless face. And it also comes with the different formulations. It comes with combination oily skin, and it also comes with normal. And I think it might come with dry. So you can kind of pick like what kind you want. And if you don't know like what kind of skin type you have, I have a video that I'm going to link right here that tells you all about foundations, and it tells you like how to figure out what kind of skin type you have. So definitely check that out if you don't know, like if you have normal, dry, or combination skin. Check that video out. So now I want to talk about setting your foundation. You want a good powder that's going to set your foundation because that's going to help it last longer also throughout the day. And the one that I recommend is the Maybelline Dream Matte Powder, and it looks like that. And this is probably about $6 as well. And I want to talk about some bronzers and contouring powders. I know that not everybody contours and not everybody feels that a bronzer is a necessity in a starter kit, but I know that it's some of you out there who want to know about contouring powders from drugstores and stuff like that. Okay, so this one is from Rimmel, and it looks like this. And it's in the color 003 Sun Queen, and it probably retails for about $7. This does have some shimmer in it, so if you don't want shimmer at all, then you might not want to get this one. The shimmer isn't completely horrible. You can see that, but it does have some shimmer in it. Another one that I want to talk about as far as bronzers is this Hard Candy one, and this one is 123 Heat Wave. And it looks like that. I want to tell you about a powder from the drugstore that I use to contour with sometimes when I'm not using my MAC's Blunt blush. I like to use this right here from Covergirl to contour with. And this is actually in the color 565 Tawny. So I talked about the eyeshadow palettes from BH Cosmetics earlier. They also have a blush palette that I would recommend if you could get your hands on, that I think it would be great for a beginner because it has different colors in there for you to try out, you know, to kind of see what you like. And I think this probably is about $13. So if you can get your hands on this, then I definitely do recommend this for a beginner. I think palettes are So good for beginners. Now that you've got your eyes done and you've got your face completely beat, let's talk about lipsticks. Two of my most favorite lipsticks from the drugstore is Revlon's Just Enough Buff, and it's in this kind of packaging. Let me show you the color. It's a really pretty nude color, and I think it would be awesome for like every day. It looks like that. Sorry about the lighting again. And again, this is Revlon's Just Enough Buff. I want to tell you guys about the Moisture Renew lipsticks from the Rimmel brand, and this is in the color Spotlight Beige. A lot of you have been telling me that they don't have this anymore, and I haven't seen it either, so it might just be discontinued, but it looks like that, and it's going to be a really nice everyday color. With getting lipsticks, I do recommend something that you can wear like on an everyday basis. So that concludes my drugstore starter kit. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me through a message or, you know, comment below. I try to respond to everybody. So I hope you guys like this video, and as always, I will talk to y'all later. Bye!